Hi, I'm a disembodied pair of hands. And I'm here to disappoint my parents one more time and do what strangers on the internet have told me to. Today I'm going to teach you how to play Saturnz Barz by the Gorillaz on the piano. And that's pretty nifty. A few things before we get into it. One, I have never made a tutorial video before, so I don't really know what I'm doing. Bear with me. I hope it's not terrible. Number two, if you are not familiar with my channel or the goings-on, this is not a good, simple introduction on how to play Saturnz Barz. This is very specific to my cover version of it, which I posted a few weeks ago, and then I've gotten a bunch of requests on a tutorial for that version. So if you are just looking to play Saturnz Barz like a good, true, simple way, true to the song, this is not the video for you. This is going to be jazzy and weird and avant-garde. So fair warning. Alrighty, let's hop in. Now, if you're sitting at your piano already, you get a gold frickin' star, bud. And if you're not, I can't do anything about it because I'm just a voice on the screen. And these weird hand things. The first thing you gotta know about Saturnz Barz is that it's not like pop songs. Those only have 4 chords, but Saturnz Barz has 4 chords. Now that's variety. Or at least the version I play and the one I'm gonna teach has 4 chords. They form the core of the entire song, and they are the following chords: F sharp minor, C sharp minor, D major, and B minor. Once you can get comfortable with looping those, playing those, then you are going to be in hot shape. Hot shape. Most of my version is largely improvised, and I could not replicate it. I can't, it's improv, you know? It's a one-time thing. I'm going to give you the guidelines. I'm going to give you the basic ideas and the mindsets behind what I'm doing, which allowed me to make that improv, and which hopefully will help you not only sort of play my version of it, but also be bold enough and brave enough to improv your own and to make shiny new music. Hand gestures. Let's begin. First thing I've got is this floaty, fluttery intro type thing, which sounds like this. So that seems pretty wonky and crazy, but it's actually pretty simple. I'm basically just doing stuff on the F sharp minor chord. So let's split this into 4 sections. First, we've got this. A little melody there. Then we've got these downwards rolling chords, which is sort of like F sharp, E, A major. Next, we're back up to where we were for the first one. We've got this sort of new little melody. And then finally, we've got these jumpy octaves, which you'll see come in a lot in the rest of the song, which is just sort of, we've got an octave in our right hand, and we've got the bass note of the chord in our left hand. And then throw in some other ones if you'd like. So this is like F sharp minor, A major, a sort of weird 6/5 F sharp. And throughout this entire thing, we're holding the sustain pedal. It's just making this wash of airy harmonics, and it's a nice time. We've got that going on. Great stuff. Moving on, now we get a little bit into the groove, sort of an intro groove. Our left hand can start playing those chords. At F sharp, C sharp, D, B. It doesn't really need to do anything besides play those chords. It doesn't need to do anything fancy. It just needs to keep the rhythm going. It is our rhythm section and our bass section. In our right melody, we've got that little melody, which is something like this. So we've got that going around, and then a few more airy chords, pretty much the exact same as in the intro. And that's our whole intro plus groove section. Together, those two will sound something like this. So that wasn't totally right, but doesn't matter. It's improv. Now moving on, we are finally punching right the heck on in to the chorus. Now the way I look at this chorus, the mindset I'm in, is that we have certain phrases that are our beacons. So the main melody here, that lead-in melody, oh my life, that's the key one, especially when it repeats at the re-up of every chord rotation. So first it's like, oh my life, and then we've got, oh my life. You got to make sure to get the life in there, because if you're not living it up, then what are you doing? That all my life, that's our really, which is A to C sharp, by the way, and then A, C sharp, B. That's our really key thing. That is the lighthouse in the ocean that is this improv. And as long as we stay near the lighthouse, we can sail any way we want. We can do whatever we want, do whatever improv we want. There are other melodies in the chorus. There's a whole melody line. But the way I've recorded my version is that stuff is less important. We've got to hit these key ones. It's got to be recognizably Saturnz Barz. But once we've done that, we can do whatever we want. So a chorus, the chorus in Saturnz Barz goes around those 4 chords 4 times. As long as we hit that main melody in it, we can do whatever we like during the rest. So here's an example of that. So we'll start, we gotta hit the all my life, and then we'll go around 4 times, making sure to hit all my life, all my life. And otherwise, doesn't really matter too much what we do. Oh, one other thing. Bring the heat. This is the chorus. This is big. There's a few strategies how you can bring the heat, but the main thing behind it is passion. That has got to translate from your brain out through your arms to your fingertips. You got to bring the passion. I see so many piano versions of songs, like covers mostly, but also some originals, especially on YouTube, just videos of them, where stuff is played well, stuff is played right. Tempo's on, notes are on. But man, does it lack life. Like, where is the joy? Where is the feeling, you know? You gotta, like, smash things out. Beethoven would be rolling in his grave if he saw, like, an advanced musician just doing... when they could be doing... So not saying you need to like make things more complex. I like to, but it's got to have feeling, you know? There's got to be something there. It is half of music. Half of music is getting stuff right. Half of music is making it good, making it feel good, making it feel right, you know? So bring the heat. There's a couple ways you can do this, like technical ways you can achieve that. One is increasing your volume. This is the chorus. It can be big volume. One of the things I like to do in the verse, you know, our left hand is doing the chords. We've got, you know, it's shaping the chords well. That's good. In the chorus, in big sections, what you'll see in a lot of my videos is when I want to bring that heat, drop that nice chord shaping, and just start smashing octaves in the left hand, sometimes in both hands. Really bringing some heat and power to it. In that main melody, All My Life, I'm also doing that in octaves. Because now it's got to match the intensity of the bass. We're bringing the whole thing up a notch. We're Guy Fieri kicking it up a notch. Or that chef from Futurama. Bam! You got to hit it once or twice with your spice weasel. Anyways, here's what a chorus might sound like. Remember, we're bringing it up a notch. That's 1. 2, we're meeting that the lighthouses, we're hitting that all my life, and the rest of it, we are sailing how we want. Here's what it might sound like. So there we are. Now let's move on. Next, we've got a verse. Pretty long verse. When I encounter a verse or a section of a song I'm covering, and there are vocals, but they are tricky to replicate on piano. So this might be rapping. This might be stuff that is not necessarily translating well, stuff without defined pitches. What I often do, and what I've done in Saturnz Barz, is just to say, forget it, Mac. I don't need that mess in my life. And I shove it out of there. And I shove it out of there. And I say, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to keep the rhythm. I'm going to keep the chords. We're going to keep that groove going. But I don't need to follow your melody whatsoever. Let's make something new. So in Saturnz Barz, what I've decided to do there is let's do some funky stuff low down. We've got our middle range in the chorus. We've had our high range up in the intro. Let's get the gamut and bring it down to the low for this verse. In the verse, when you're low down, it's very easy for things to get muddy, you know. A single chord sounds good, but if you switch chords, oh, terrible. Now, you can even try and resolve this through clever use of the sustain pedal, but even that can get muddy, you know. It's the nature of the notes themselves. So what I've done for the second verse is just drop that sustain pedal, even though it sounds so very lovely, and just do some good old funky rhythm stuff. The melody is not as important here. Our focus is somewhere else. So in this verse, I'm not focusing on the melody. That is a sub-player. The rhythm is what's important. The feeling and the groove and the rhythm is what's important. So when I can't replicate a melody, when you can't do that, you can choose another part of the song to focus on, make that the center. This also works as a nice break. You get the variety. It's the spice of life. It's from your Spice Weasel. Bam! You are now focusing on the rhythm, and then afterwards, when we go back to the melody, it's going to seem that much fresher and newer because we haven't just been playing the melody for the entire song. So in any case, the verse goes around, I think, 12 times, 8 or 12 times, just riffing on that rhythm. And then we have another break, getting back into the chorus now. And what I've done is I'm going back up. I'm jumping way up, back up into these airy chords. So, you know, I might be doing this low stuff. And then we end that. Let's let her ring out. And we'll be doing some airy chords. Stuff like that. So this is, again, very similar to how I've done the airy chords earlier in the song. We've got our octave going and one other note or two other notes for flavor. And our left hand is just barely guiding that. So, and it's still guiding us around those 4 chords. That's on F sharp, C sharp minor, D major, B minor. This goes around twice, just like last time. Once we get to that final point, we're going to be doing one of those up chords again, those tripletized 3 up chords, and then we're punching back into the chorus. And so on. Bringing the heat back one more time. Now, the second chorus in Saturnz Barz goes around in its regular way, 4 times around, and then we punch into a post-chorus. So this post-chorus is a throwback to the second section of the song, which was that little melody that went like this. But now it's at the big intensity of the chorus. So once we finish our chorus, so that goes around twice. And then guess who comes in? That's right, it's Murdoch, singing from space and the bath. Finally, I've used a meme in a video. I feel complete. So Murdoch comes in his crazy, wacky, weird way. So his part is pretty simple. We're just going from C sharp to A to B to F sharp. And again, we've got that lighthouse thing. That is what's important. He does have other lines after that, I think. Honestly, don't remember. I think he does, though. But we've hit the important part. And now for this other half of that phrase, we can do whatever we want. So if we're coming out of the little groove section. And then again. And so that'll go around twice, and we've got ourselves there. Then we're going to lead into the last chorus. There's different ways to lead into sections. You can just roll right in. That's totally viable. But I've already done that twice in this song, so let's keep things fresh. The method I did in my cover was one that I like a lot, which is where you are playing normally, and then you drop the bass. It gets the heck on out of there. You push it out, and you push it out, and it's gone. And then you are doing some neat stuff in your right hand and your melody. And that leads right in. We smash back in for the chorus with our bass, and it's all juicy. So here's an example of what that might sound like. So yeah, we're just doing some whatnot and goober, and as long as we hit that lighthouse, then we're back on and smoothly in. Last chorus. Play that one out, and we gotta end it somehow. We gotta end it big and fresh and sassy and zazzy. Again, lots of different methods to do this. The one I've done in my recording is pretty simple. We just play it normally. And we hit this last note, and then we just hit it one more time. So that would be something like this. Just two big hits to end it off. A big firecracker of an ending. And that is the entire song. Thanks very much for listening. I hope this was educational. I do not think I am good at teaching. So thanks for bearing with me. If you have any questions, or if you just want to let me know how useful this was, please let me know in the comments. I've never done this before. I would love to hear feedback. There you have it. You can hopefully play it. Woo! So, have a great weekend. Love music. I hope you do. Enjoy it. Appreciate it. Deal it. Use it sometimes. And this. Look at this stuff. I got this going on. Pretty cool. This is a bad ending.